Alright guys, today we are back with the second part or second episode of the Breaking Point series on F1 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed the first one. We are now going to be, I'm going to be trying to do this every day, upload at least one of these episodes, and then maybe sprinkle in some other videos throughout the week as well. So I hope you guys do enjoy this, and yeah, let's get into some action.
It's the Chinese Grand Prix here in Shanghai, and this track fast becoming a rookie's favourite. Alex Albon, remember him from last year? A brilliant race in his debut season, and it looks like Aiden Jackson's continuing the trend.
He really is, Croft. He's showing great promise so far this season.
Well, here's Ackerman now, going up behind his young teammates.
And the rumour in the paddock, Crofty, is that the tension's building between these two. Let's see what happens here.
Here we go, Ackerman's going for it! Down the inside of the hairpin, he's barged his teammate off the track!
What are you doing? Casper, what the hell?
Looks like Jackson's really struggling to get over that.
Okay, Aiden, keep it focused, concentrate.
That brush with his teammate clearly affecting the young driver.
It looks like it has, Crofty. I can't see any significant damage to that car, so he's going to have to pull himself back into this race.
Car's looking okay, Aiden. See if you can recover a few places.
What was that all about? That's not okay. That's really not okay.
Right guys, we are in with the race. As you can see, objective, recover 10th place before the end of the race. We go around the outside of Lando Norris there. We are on lap number 8 of 14. We are currently in P13. So, as it stated, we need to get to P10 by the end of the race, which didn't help with our teammate Ackerman barging us off the track while sending it stupidly up the inside, which probably stems from the first episode in Austria, where we stupidly knocked him off the track. But now we did the fastest lap of the race. We were 3.3 seconds faster, but as you can see, I'm still struggling with the tyre mechanics of this new game, as I lock up every single time around every corner here, as we're closing the gap to Ocon and Sainz up ahead. So we did look to sort of send it up the inside there.
Gap behind is 2.5 seconds.
We did a fastest first sector there. And we go around the outside to then the inside of that chicane, and then we try and send it up the inside of Sainz, which won't go well, and we've spun the car round trying to take it up the inside. And as you can see, we reset to track. We do not use the flashback. I think throughout this game I'm going to try and not use flashbacks whatsoever and just try and reset to the track. So we are now back in 13th position after making up all of that time. We are still 1.7 seconds behind Ocon, but round this corner we're feathering it round, trying to keep it on the track, and we get too much understeer to go full throttle round there. But we're trying to deploy some ERS down this straight, getting past Russell, who's just getting out of the way in 20th position. But from that, we have now got a red second sector here, and we lose the back end there, trying to put as much power to go. We hit the back of Ocon, trying to get past him, but the pace of the Renault car was so slow, we just clattered into the back of him with another red sector there, and we just lose it, trying to go quickly round the inside, using a lot of the curb and a bit of the grass there.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
And again, we lock up on both front tyres, which won't do our tyre management any good. But we look up the inside of him there, but he doesn't leave us any room and clatters the outside pod of our car, which can get damaged in this game. But as you see, we try and do a more aggressive overtake up the inside of Sainz there, which we get it done, but we go extremely wide and we lose the car again. But we keep it going, and funnily enough, we do not get any damage to the side pod or lose a wheel with that pretty quick crash into the barriers there. But then here we hit Sainz, we're pushing him into this corner.
Let's get back up to racing speed.
As you can see, we get the DRS on Sainz, and he's basically a sitting duck even if he deploys any ERS there. And we brake very heavily, try not to lock up on the tyres. Use pretty much a lot of that curb, which might have been a track limit warning, but we didn't get one, which was greatly appreciated. We use that curb, get a bit of oversteer, and now we are chasing down our teammate Ackerman, who did force us off the track.
Behind is 1.7 seconds.
So we do have a bone to pick with our teammate in the Racing Point car, and we're going to try and take away the singular point that he may get, and we will try and get it to Jackson instead here. And it might be the same corner. Are we going to try and send it up the inside? We look for it, but think better of it, unlike Ackerman in the start of this episode. And here we go. We're going to go around the outside of this extremely quick corner. We're going really wide there, going onto the grass there. But we do manage to keep ourselves from spinning out. We use all of the curb there as humanly possible. Lock up on the front left there. Trying to put as much down on it, but we slide through that quick left-hander, doing a bit of Tokyo drifting round there. And here we go, we get a really nice exit. We're pushing Ackerman through this long right-hander onto this long straight. We get past him without using ERS or the DRS button. And I'm not sure if Ackerman got DRS. But we are defending for our lives here. We brake a lot later than Ackerman there, nearly hitting into Albon there, locking up on the front right and left tyres again. And we're going to send it up the inside of Albon there, trying to slow the car down, but we don't get that in time. We still manage to keep our position to Ackerman, who is 0.2 seconds behind us, or 2/10 if you want to get more technical. We use the entire curve there, and as you can see, I'm very rubbish with this long right to then long left-hander. We try and go wide to get the car turned in and get a lot more rotation through the car to try and get Albon and Butler. We're going to go up the inside, but as you can see, Albon also tries to send it up the inside of Butler there. But let's just rewind that. As you can see, I go, or try and go up the inside of Albon, but at the exact same time as me pulling out, Albon pulls out to try and go up the inside of Butler there, which just was not going to work, and now we have to reset because we tried to go up the inside of Butler and he turned in, but I think it was a stupid move from us because we weren't really alongside Butler's car. But funnily enough, we still do not have any damage. I think I need to turn damage up to realistic, but I'm not exactly sure which one it's at. And we get a monumental toe off Albon round the long right-hander, and now it is a drag race between us two. But we thankfully get DRS on Albon here, and we are up to 9th position, which means we have completed our objective in getting 10th position back after colliding with Ackerman. And now we're going to go around the outside of Butler here, get the car slowed down and get a nice exit off that corner.
The gap to the car ahead is 3.1 seconds.
Up the inside or outside, we're going to try the inside and brush our tyres together with Daniel Kvyat there, and we think better of pursuing it at that point as we get a insane toe, but we have to slow down because of how slow the car is, and we get a nice inside line there, and I do believe we get the DRS on Daniel Kvyat, and we do indeed, with 2 purple sectors in the lap 13 of 14. As you can see, Daniel Kvyat is pushing with a lot of ERS there to try and overtake us. and we get the car nicely slowed down. Now we are chasing Vettel in P6. And let's see if we can get him on the final lap of the race.
This is your final lap of the race.
And as you can see, as we come up to the back of Vettel, are we going to try and send it up the inside? And we do try and stick our nose in. We do force Vettel wide, which means we are now into 6th position on the final race. We then switch back on Gasly here, trying to get the car turned around onto this straight to get a nice exit and try and defend for our lives for 5th position here, which would be an insane finish for us after starting in P13 after getting shunted off by our teammate. As you see, I am still trying, as we lock up there, to get Leclerc, but we put too much throttle on and spin the car round, which hurts us massively, as now Gasly and Vettel both overtake us again, which means we are looking like finishing in 7th position here, as the checkered flag is done. As Valtteri Bottas wins the Chinese Grand Prix here. And we get a very good P7.
Casper, what the hell was that? You nearly put me out the entire race. Bumping wheels like that, you could have put us both into the barrier. Casper, come on, man.
I have to make a phone call.
Casper! Ackerman!
Mom! Cancel the TV subscription. The entertainment is right here.
Come off it. Do you really have nothing better to do?
By now? No. And why would I want to miss this? You two are like characters in a badly written sitcom. He wanted you all lot to sign Ricardo, you know. Ask anyone.
What do you mean?
The paddock talks, mate. And so did Ackerman. Should have heard him last season. He didn't care who he talked to, and he was always going off on one about you. He tried to stop them from signing you. He didn't want to play babysitter.
Oh, he did he?
Everyone knows. Have you not seen the way that people look at you? We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him. You want my advice? Prove him wrong. Chin up.
And there we have a very annoying Devon Butler trying to get into our heads, which none of us really like him. And yeah, tensions continue at Racing Point with Jackson and Ackerman clash once again. Well, there we go. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching part 2. I'm going to be releasing, as you can see, the French Grand Prix Chapter 3 or Part 3 tomorrow. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thank you all for watching. Take care, like, subscribe. Really does help the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
It's that time once again.